I was hawking sodas. So I'm not a soft life girl. You see, we have the P1s, the international drivers. The cars they drive is approximately 30 M. When I'm in that rally car, I switch off completely. I don't even remember that I have a family. Your co-driver is not allowed even to see the track, how it looks like. Safety comes first. Small car is not like rally car.
Yes.
Yes, and that is where we go wrong. The Subaru guys.
Hi, welcome again to the next episode of the Energy Post podcast, where all the big conversations about energy happen. This is the Energy Post podcast, and I'm your host, Frank the Ochieng. I work with Kenyan.
And I'm your co-host, Judith Mbogo. I also work at Kenyan.
All right, so every day we talk about the big things, the turbines, the generators, once in a while the transmission lines, and all those things that go to power a nation like Kenya. Of course, we know we are 90% green, and beyond that, people are the ones that run the states. And people do other things like rallying. Today, we're having somebody here on set who is no doubt Kenya's biggest voice at the rally. Welcome on stage, Pauline.
Thanks, Frank. And Happy New Year. Thanks, Judy. And thanks for this opportunity.
Right. So, Judy,
Yes.
what did you love about the last rally?
Oh my goodness. So for rally, we're usually used to dust. This time it was more exciting because you were dealing water, that means mud. And I think that was more challenging for all the people who were taking part in the rally. So first it was exciting to see that challenge, but also cheer on the drivers that we were supporting as Kenyan.
And that is what Naivasha represents to you. Naivasha is one place that when you do geothermal in that place, the climate there is interesting. It can be very cold and misty in the morning. As the day goes, it starts to rain. Within an hour, it is extremely hot. And therefore, the dust and the mud, only one day. But the person who experienced this the most was the queen of the dust, Pauline Sheghu.
Thank you.
So how is the experience?
The experience for this year was good, but challenging as you put it. But you see, in rallying, you have to face those challenges, whether it's dust or it's muddy, you are always ready for it because we cannot predict the weather. When you go for recce, it's fully dry. But during the competition, that day, it just changes. Even your notes changes. Everything just changes. So even my mind, everything, my body, everything changes. But it was very challenging. And you saw most of the stages were cancelled because of that wet stage. Camp Moran, Sleeping Warrior, all those stages were cancelled. But for us, we were ready for it.
So we'll come back to the rally. But for now, let's go back to where Pauline started. Who is Pauline Sheghu?
Pauline Sheghu is a mother. Pauline Sheghu comes from Taita Taveta County. Pauline Sheghu is a public servant. Pauline Sheghu is a media expert. Pauline Sheghu is a rally driver. And Pauline Sheghu is a she of all trade.
I don't think we'll have time to discuss all of those.
Yes.
Because it's a whole plate.
Yes.
But I want to know, where did you grow up? Taita Taveta?
Yeah, I grew up in Taita Taveta, but because of my dad's career, being a police officer, there were so many transfers.
What area of police was he working?
He was an inspector, and you see at that rank, they keep on moving you from one county to another. So we were moved several times, but at long last, my mom decided, no, we have to settle in Kisumu.
Okay.
That's where we settled, and even our education, everything we did in Kisumu.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm happy we got education there, settled nicely until post-election.
What part of Kisumu?
Kisumu town.
Okay.
Yes, Kisumu town. And I schooled in Kisumu. I speak Luo, fluent, more than even the people who come from that region. Yeah. So, yeah. My life started in Kisumu, yes, for the many years. And after that, I came back to Nairobi to do my college studies, where I went to KMC. Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. I did mass communication, radio and television. Then University of Nairobi, I did my degree and master's. And then everything, my life just revolved now in Nairobi County.
All right.
Yes.
So your first career was journalism.
Journalism. I
Okay.
studied journalism, but I got 3 opportunities. I was to become an air hostess, and then
Yeah, you look
veterinary,
like one.
veterinary doctor, and KMC. But they say, batu huja mara moja. So I got KMC first,
Okay.
and I went for that. But I gave a shot for the veterinary doctor. I went to Kerigoya, visited the place. It was very far. And I told my mom, no, let me stick to KMC.
Do you love animals?
I don't.
So why are you going to veterinary?
Because an opportunity came for me,
Okay.
because I was looking for something to do. I didn't want to waste my time after school.
Yes.
Yes, so I wanted just to be busy, to keep myself busy. But you see, after high school, I did some work in Kisumu. I helped my mom selling sodas in bus park.
Okay.
I was hawking sodas. So I'm not a soft life girl. I was hawking sodas in bus park. I sold so many things in that life. But I came back to Nairobi and joined KMC, where I did mass communication. I proceeded my degree, diploma, all that here in Nairobi. I focused on communication and media.
Okay.
And that's how I got myself at KBC.
Yes,
And
we
then
remember you at KBC.
After many years, 10 years in KBC, I left to pursue corporate world. That's how I changed my gear from KBC to corporate.
Yes.
Where I now work for Geothermal Development Company, GDC.
Okay. So from KBC, you jumped into GDC directly?
Yes, GDC.
Okay.
But in between, I got seconded to the Office of the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports,
Yes.
where I was the Director of Communication, assisting the Office of the CS and also the Ministry at large. So I really wanted to understand how from media, from corporate, and also working with a politician, come a cabinet secretary.
Yes.
It's an experience that I really wanted to understand, and I loved it.
Usually most media people making that switch from the media where they have got all the freedom, they can call just about anybody in the world and tell them I want an answer now, and then making that switch into the corporate world where you must take things slowly. How did you find that switch? Many people find it difficult.
It was challenging, yes. You cannot just switch from media
Yes.
to corporate. And sometimes I try to advise some of the media guys who switch. It's not easy. A journalist is different from a comms person.
Right on point.
A PR person. Those are 2 different disciplines. So you need to understand how communication works. You cannot be a journalist and then you go and run communication. Communication is wide. Journalism is just a unit under comms.
Okay.
So I talk to my fellow journalists. Yes, I'm a journalist by profession, but I tell them, go back to school, go back to campus, understand communication, understand public relations, so that you can be able to navigate in those spaces, understand the systems. Because a journalist, his work is just to do a press release, invite media for pressers. But communication is all about branding, comms. The aspect is wide.
Stakeholder engagement.
Yes, all that. Understand communication skills, all that. It's different from media.
Yes.
So that's why you see sometimes when a journalist moves to a corporate world, understands how to navigate the systems, how to communicate, it becomes a challenge. And you see many corporates, they go for public relations consultants, people who have done public relations communication, the consultancies to do that job for them. Yet you have someone
in-house.
It's a challenge.
Yes,
and for me, that's why I went back to campus to do communication, and I did DevCom, development communication, from
Very
media.
good choice.
Yes, so that I can be able to understand how corporate world does communication. So a media person cannot do communication job. That's totally wrong. Go back to campus and understand the whole aspect of communication.
Okay. And I think it's the same way also, if a PR person moves into the media space, again, they'll find it somewhat challenging.
Exactly. It's a challenge.
All right. Now, let's talk about GPC. How does it feel working in the STEAM world?
It feels nice. It's a challenge I wanted to experience. And I'm in communication. In GDC, I'm in communication.
Yes.
Dealing with stakeholders, dealing with media relations, branding, all that. So, once you've you understand your job, you understand what you're doing, it just flows. And it's something I really wanted to experience and to see the other side of the world, not just newsroom.
Yeah.
You wake up, in newsroom, you just do the same things. In the morning, this is what I'm going to do. I'll go out, get stories, come, edit, and then it's aired. But in corporate, you are challenged to get to understand so many things, how to deal with stakeholders, both internal and external, and also how to do branding.
Exactly.
Branding is wide. How do you position your company? How do you profile your leadership? All that. So for me, I love it. I love it. For the past 12 years, I've been there and I'm still there. I love my job.
Okay.
And it's something I wanted to do. You see, once you love what you are doing, it will never be a challenge for you. So I'm understanding that other side of engineering because, geothermal is technical.
Exactly.
Yeah, but in communication, my work is just to communicate and to tell the stakeholders this is how to handle things. Yes.
So when you drive every day, at what speed do you drive?
Normal speed. I respect traffic rules. I don't speed. And I don't think I've ever broken traffic rules.
Okay.
And it was just some years back when I think I decided to do some stupid things on the road and I got caught.
Yes.
I was very sorry to the cop. I felt I was wrong. And it's just good to own up. But I do normal speed.
Okay.
I don't do more than 100.
So you advocate for safety also.
Safety comes first.
But in the rally,
the normal car is not like rally car.
Yes.
Yes, and that is where we go wrong. The Subaru guys, it is not. I don't know whether Frank you drive Subaru.
No,
Judy, not at all. Sometimes you try to compete with the rally drivers.
Yeah.
But we look at you and we are like, please, your normal car is not like a rally car. Rally car, the safety is everything. The roll cages. And when I'm in a rally car, I'm a totally different person. And now when I'm driving my normal car, I know I have a family back home.
Exactly.
When I'm in that rally car, I switch off completely. I don't even remember that I have a family.
Oh.
Because I'm in competition.
Exactly.
And I know I'm safe inside that car.
Yes.
Yes.
And Judy was in the heart of this rally in Naivasha, the last and even the previous one. I'm sure she has a lot to talk to you about it.
I saw them celebrating.
Absolutely. We were just waiting to see you pass through the Kenyan geothermal stage. So for those who might know or not know, we usually have the Kenyan geothermal stage whereby we set up to support rally drivers, which is within the all career fields. So now, Pauline, we've talked about a media personality. We've talked about a communication expert in the energy sector. How did rally come about? Was it just a hobby? When did you start? Why are you doing it every other year? Tell us more about that journey.
My story is weird. How it came about, I never planned to be a rally driver. It never hit me in my mind that I'll be a rally driver. It was just funny. While I was at KBC preparing the news bulletin for 1 o'clock, the 7 o'clock, the late Ben Mushemi, Baba Shiro, famous rally driver, may his soul rest in peace. He used to organize the intermedia rally, calling on the media houses to compete amongst themselves. KBC, KTN, Citizen, K24, Radio Africa, Capital FM, all the media houses. So we used to converge at Jamhuri Park. And he used to bring his cars. He was a philanthropist guy, a very nice guy. So he brought us together. But one of the conditions for you to be part of that competition, your team needed to have a lady. So as KBC, Omole Asiko is the one who made me to be where I am. I salute him. Omole Asiko was a sports journalist. And he told me, came to my desk and told me, Pauline, you see, we want to participate in this intermedia competition. But one of the rules, they need a lady. And we see you driving your normal car. Can we just put your name? Then we can participate. So I was not very keen. I told him, if that's what you want, just put my name and then you go. I wasn't keen of even following them. It was not my thing. I was never born a tomboy. People see me as a soft girl. The first one, they went. The second one again, Ben used to host the intermedia every weekend. The second one again, they went. My name was put, but I wasn't there. The third one, they were told, you need to come with this lady. How sure are we this is a lady, or we've just put somebody's name? So they put my name and they were told, you are not going to enter into this rally cars unless we see Pauline. So they came, they bembelezed me, Omole and Onyango, Joseph Onyango. I told them, it's fine. This weekend, I'm not working. We can go to Jamhuri Park. So we went, and I showed my face to the organizers. I told Ben, it's me. He told me, no, your team cannot start the car unless you become one of them. So you have to start this car. And you see me, I love manual cars. I love manual cars. I'll tell you why. So I got into the rally car. I switched it on. The sound, they say the rest is history. Yes, that was my turning point. But I took a sabbatical leave along the way when I lost.
Which year was this now?
2004. Yes, I used to do those intermediate rallies with the Honorable Sabina Shege. We had Karo Kihara, we had Patricia Mwangi, but they dropped along the way. They left me alone. But the moment I got into that rally car, I felt the adrenaline. I didn't stop.
So when did you start competing?
I did the intermediate rally like 3 times. Then Kenya Motorsport Federation team, they wanted 2 people to participate in the Kenya National Rally Championship, Kajiado, almost 980 kilometers. Kajiado is senior. And that was a do or die for Pauline. They just needed 2 people, not 2 organizations, not KBC or KTN or Citizen or whatever. No, it was Frank or Judy for you to participate in the national team. So, and when I looked around, I saw all these people surrounding me are men. I'm the only lady. I have to do something. So they came, the team came. They told us, now you see, you're not going to rally as media houses, but as individuals, because we just want to support 2 people. So I got into the car with the late Robert Soy and Langat. They work for KTN. I drove as Pauline. We were 62 of us. I became top. Yes. And the reason why I got into it, because the surrounding there, the environment was full of men. Yeah. And I wanted to change that narrative. This is not a male-dominated sport. Even ladies can do it. That was my turning point. So in 2011, it was my debut. I did the Kenya National Rally Championship, where I was flagged by the late Oriero Manduli, who really supported me. May her soul rest in peace. And she really encouraged me. She told me, Pauline, I did this thing, but I never finished. Bring this car back to this podium. I'm flagging you off at KCC. Bring it back after 3 days to this podium. Every time I was driving that car, my co-driver then was Kimaru Kipchilat. He works at State House. That sound kept on ringing in my mind. Mandoli, bring back the car to the podium. And up to date, even His Excellency the President, when he flags us off, that's the thing he tells us. You're taking off, bring the car back to the podium. So every time I drive, I just remember the sound. But I drive it because my dad blessed me and told me, go and push that thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So from 2011, you've been racing all the way to 2026. Let me ask, as a driver, is there any special training you need to go through, or is just practice?
Yeah. As a driver, you need to understand the pace notes. You see, as a driver, you have a co-driver who reads for you the pace notes. And your co-driver is not allowed even to see the track, how it looks like. If you've seen the rally cars, the co-driver is way behind, is hidden somewhere there. I'm the one who is seeing the track. So as a driver, you need to understand those pace notes, how those shots are called, how those directions are called. So you need to go for that training. And Abdul Sidi used to train us. So I attended so that I understand the terms with my co-driver. And also it helps you also to the chemistry. You understand everything. Also, you need to attend the mechanical part, how to change the tires within the time you've been given. You know, in rallying, you are set the time for changing the tires. If you get a puncture, because you see, you are rallying against your time. It's about time. It's the speed. So you are trained in so many things. And I'm happy to say that I've gotten sponsor support from partners who have come on board to help us to deal with tires, the oils, to understand the engine, when the car revs, over revs, so that you don't knock the engine. You understand when you heat up to a certain level, the car will stop. So those things, you get to understand them. When you roll, what action do you take first? You know, in rally car, we say you only stop when the car stops. But when you roll and the car can still move, hakuna kusimama.
Maybe take me back to the process that you go through to prepare for the rally, because you're saying your navigator does not look at the track, and therefore I'm sure there's something they are doing. What are they doing at that particular point? How do they give you instructions, and how do they understand what track is it and which bend? Where is there a bend somewhere? Are we going to fly somewhere? How do you prepare for that before you now hit the track?
First, before you hit the track, for me, first thing I do, I pray.
You're a Catholic.
I'm a Catholic.
Yeah, we can see.
And I walk with my rosary everywhere I go.
We've noticed.
I pray a lot. And I prepare myself psychologically, physically, mentally, all that. And when we go for competition, you are given a day before competition. 2 days before, you do a recce.
Yes.
On the stages.
Okay.
We even pass through Kenyan geothermal stage.
Yes.
We understand the terrain.
Yeah.
Because Kenyan's terrain is smooth, slippery because of the rats.
Yes.
So we get to understand, we write our notes, we compare with the ones that we've been given by the organizers. Yes. So my navigator, the work of a navigator, that person has no business to see the track. The person needs to just focus on the notes. And my mind there, and I told you earlier, I lock everything just to concentrate on my navigator.
So what do they say? I want to hear what they say as you...
My navigator has to be 500 meters ahead of me.
Okay.
By the time I'm there, I already know what is ahead of me. If there is a hairpin, she'll tell me 200 meters hairpin. You know how the hairpin looks like. I don't know whether, Frank, you've come across a hairpin. I wish I heard it.
What is that?
A hairpin is a very sharp corner.
Okay.
A very
it was
sharp
a technical
corner.
time in the rally.
So my navigator will tell me,
yes,
slow down, 100 meters hairpin.
Oh,
Triple caution.
okay.
Triple caution means, you know, maybe I'm very fast. And triple caution, I need to slow down because the hairpin is very, very sharp. I might roll. Because going to navigate that corner, I need to slow down, engage the gear, because maybe I'm on gear 5, I need to bring it back to gear 1. So by the time I'm on gear 1, I'm already there. So she needs to tell me way ahead before I reach there. 100 meters, brow, slow. So brow is like a bump. So I know there's a bump ahead. Either it's a triple caution, it's a caution, I slow down very fast. Or sometimes it just tells me, drive by sight, DBS. 500 meters DBS. I know that one is drive by sight. Now she keeps quiet. I'm the one now driving by sight. 500 meters is from here to town without any distraction.
So put yourself...
Full throttle.
Put yourself at the Kenyan geothermal stage, and then you're told, drive by sight. Explain to us what you see as you make towards that.
Drive by sight, already I know what is ahead of me. It's the track is very clear for me. So I know how I'm going to drive it. And you've seen, they normally mark. There's some signages with yellow arrows.
Yes.
So I know at Kenyan, and I've passed there how many times. That's a smooth ride for me. But you have to be very cautious because the terrain is very slippery.
Yes.
The rats, there's so many rats. And the weather, the way you said, it changes.
Exactly.
So you might roll. So you have to be very cautious. And also we are very cautious not to hit the steam lines, not to hit the water lines.
Do you get a chance to look at the power plants, the steam and all that?
During competition, we don't have time for that.
Yeah.
We don't have time.
So you don't
but
even...
during recce, we get a chance to understand it. Also, we need to tell the international drivers, this is Kenyan, that is the steam gathering system. You can see the wells, the surging wells. We talk to them, we tell them. We also talk to them, even when we get into the parks, we market magical Kenya. So when we reach Kenyan, we tell them, when you reach here, you need to drive like this because there are people working around here.
Yes.
And we love when your people come out to see us. The engineers, they normally shout. Even during recce, they're just there celebrating us. And we feel happy. We being one of the energy ladies. And you see, Lynette comes from the petroleum side. So both of us, we are in the energy.
So how did you and Lynette meet?
We met during rally,
Yes.
and I've told you I used to be navigated by a man,
Yes.
Kimaru, but I felt that motorsport had a lot of men. I need to change it. I need to bring more women into it. Even if they're not driving, I need women who can do marshalling, traffic control, timekeepers, all that. So Lynette is a super navigator.
Yes.
She's a national, she's one of the best navigators. Her and Twitter, Mwenki. Mwenki is now with the FIA.
Okay.
So I just told Lynette, I want to try an all-women team. And I also want to bring other ladies. And when I was at the ministry, I got a chance to support those women.
Yes.
We had a team of only ladies. That was my objective. So for Lynette, I approached her. She's approachable. And I just told her, I want you to be my navigator. Because getting into WRC, you need someone who understands the notes. You don't joke.
Yeah.
It's not a trial and error. You need someone who understands and someone who has done it before. So I needed an experienced person. So I talked to Lynette and I told her. She didn't knew I was working for geothermal then, GDC. She just thought this is a sports person.
Yeah.
She told me that's fine. Then I think with time we got used to each other. We became more than sisters. We became friends. This was our 4th year together. And my narrative has always been to attract, to inspire more women, Judy. And we need more ladies to come so that we can, Akina Eva, come. Kenyan, you need to form a team. Let us do this thing as energy ladies.
And why not?
Frank, you need to bring these ladies.
In fact, I have someone who fronted that idea to me. So watch this space 2027.
Yeah, but go for training. Don't leave your car and enter the rally car.
Not myself.
Go through the training.
One of our lady drivers.
That is good.
Now,
I would love to see that person
yes.
in a rally car.
Speaking of sponsors, queens of the dust, or we can say queens of energy.
Yes.
Tell us more about how that endorsement from the Ministry of Energy came about and how it helped you.
Allow me to appreciate the Minister of Energy and Petroleum for appreciating their very own. And this time they came up to support us because they felt, why not? This is our staff. I work for the energy sector. Lynette works for the petroleum sector. And the CS, the Principal Secretary and for Energy and Principal Secretary for Petroleum,
Yes.
they all came together and said, this time we want to support you. We've gotten support from the Ministry of Sports throughout. But now this time, the leadership felt, no, we need to bring all the energy sector on board so that you see how best we can promote our very own. That's how it came about. And that's the time we also changed our brand from Hills on Wheels to Queens of the Dust, because some people were using the same brand, Hills on Wheels, riding with our brand to get sponsorship. And every time we used to get calls, are you the same people who are looking for sponsorship? So we were like, no, we don't want issues. We are getting into a competition. We need to also register this brand so that even when you're dealing with corporate, if you even come to Kenyan, we tell you
it's a formal thing.
Queens of the Dust is a registered team. Everything is paperwork. Everything is legal. So that's how we got the endorsement from the leadership of the ministry. And also, I appreciate Kenyan. Thank you so much. This is the 2nd time. Thank you. I appreciate a big brand like Kenyan for coming on board to support us. 2nd time, we don't take it for granted. That's how we got endorsed by the leadership. They just wanted their very own to be supported by their sagas. Absolutely. Yes. But we were not looking out the other partners. You saw we had other partners.
Yes.
We are open to everyone. Rally is very expensive.
No doubt.
Yes. So we need so many people to come on board. Fans are also our partners. Yes. Both in kind, financially, we appreciate. It helps us to push that car.
We hear a lot about how rally is expensive. Can you give us rough estimates or figures? Like what you would require in just, say, to participate in WRC?
It depends with the car you are using. It depends with the categories you are entering. You see, we have the P1s, the international drivers. The cars they drive is approximately 30 M. 30 million.
30 million.
30 million.
That's a whole apartment block.
Yes. No joke. and then you see the cars they drive. So it's all about the car you want to get into, but the category is okay, because for me this year I entered into 3 categories: WRC, ARC, and KNRC, and I got a very good car, yes. But and my budget was almost around 12 million to take care of all that. But if I had like 30 million, I would have a car like the Gazoos. I'll be flying. That is my next thing.
I hear
if
they
I
call
get-
them homologated.
Every car.
Okay.
Has to be.
Any WRC you enter into, your car must be homologated. If it's not homologated, you do local.
Yes.
Yes. So mine passed all that. That's why I was doing WRC. This year, if all goes well, if Kenyan comes on board, let's brand my car Kenyan. I go to Rwanda, to Uganda, to Tanzania.
Correct.
ARC, Africa Rally Championship. I want to do that. Let's brand it Kenyan, because I'm already qualified for all those 3. Yes. So your car has to have all those regulations passed by FIA,
Yes.
not the local scrutineers. Yes. My car was passed by FIA, and you are given a certificate to show that it has passed. That's why I was competing with the P1s. Yes.
As we come to a close, Pauline, and I know, like I said in the beginning, your discussion and your conversation is wide. We may never finish this in one podcast. Maybe we can call you back some other time again. But what do you have to say to the fans, the Kenyans, the Wananchi, the Wanjikus, about supporting the rally? What role can they play? And how do you see the future of motorsports in Kenya?
My advice to fans, first, this year you really disappointed me. Those people who stoned my car, you don't know how you messed me. You, not only Pauline, you just messed the whole event. As Kenya hosting a big event, stoning rally cars is not good. It messed us some years ago when people used to stone the rally cars. We were banned.
Yeah, I remember.
And this year, it was not only my car that was stoned. Like 4 cars were stoned. It's a very bad picture. Fans, spectators, when you come, this is a big event that brings revenue to your county, to the country, to Kenya, and everyone. You don't know what you did to me. I forgive you. I love you, my fans, because you come in big numbers to support your fellow Kenyans. But please take note, when you do such, you are messing the whole country. Because if you are banned, it is us. You'll not have fans to come and spectate.
And you know, the rally is a big thing for Kenya because it brings in a lot of tourism.
All that,
yeah.
even the county hosting it.
Yes, it changes Naivasha.
It changes everything.
Yeah.
Like now, we are praying they renew the contract.
Yes.
We don't know. So far, up to date, we don't know whether it has been renewed or not. Fans, please, when you come, just be very careful and appreciate the sport. It doesn't matter whatever sport it is, whether it's rallying, it's athletics,
football,
it's rugby, it's football. Just appreciate the event being hosted by your own country.
Yeah.
It's not easy to host an event, an international, bringing people. Second, my fans, I love you so much for coming to support us, for spectating for us. And the sponsors, Kenyan, salute. Second time supporting Team Pauline, I love you so much. Thank you so much. Please, when you come for these events, drink responsibly. And if you are to take that Uji, take it responsibly.
Yeah.
Know that you have a family you have left back home. You need to go back home.
Yes.
Lastly, fans, this year, let us be responsible. When you are blocking us, the drivers, you are messing with our time. I was blocked when I was going to my stage, and my time was up. By the time I was reaching the control time stage, it was closed because some characters just decided to block us. Why are you blocking us? We are competing so that we make our Kenyan flag high. We brand this country. So we really need to do so many things. We need to change so many things because we are messing up. But just know, I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming to support us. Thank you so much, all the partners, sponsors, the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum. Thank you so much, all the partners who came on board to support us.
So, Pauline, when you take a step back from the dust, the mud, the adrenaline, the thrill, the exciting, terrain or challenging terrain. Personally, what does this journey mean to you?
It means a lot.
Yeah.
Because it prepares me both in rally and my normal life.
Mm-hmm.
And it also helps me when I'm doing my normal job work. It helps me discipline-wise, planning, resilience, never to give up, and gives me courage. All that. It helps you in everything, every aspect you undertake. Whether you're in rally, whether I'm in the office doing my normal job, it really helps me to focus and to understand things, how to handle crisis. Yes. All that. It prepares you in so many things. Yes, not only rallying, even at work. Give it a shot. Frank, I'm challenging you. RX is coming up. Come and try rally at RX Kasarani.
I think I like driving fast, and like you, sometimes I've been caught several times. I like driving fast, but our police officers are very kind on the road.
Yeah, they're friendly.
But
friendly.
I doubt I can do 180 kilometers per hour.
That's the rally car. But your normal car, please stick to the traffic rules.
Yes.
Yes. You have a family to take care of.
A big family.
Yes.
A loving wife and 4 daughters.
Oh, yeah, lovely. Pass my regards.
I will. Thank you very much. It's been Pauline Sheghu, none like her. Of course, this discussion could have gone for over an hour, but that's the time that we had. This has been the Energy Post podcast, where all the big conversations on energy happen, about the energy power plants, but also once in a while, about the people and the sports. Keep it here, watch this, share with your friends, put your comments on the comment section, and let's do this again next week. My name is Frank. I've been your host.
My name is Judith Mbogo. Once again, Pauline, we salute you. Thank you for taking the lead, mainly for the women in the motorsport.
Thank you.
And we continue to support you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, Pauline.
Thank you, Team Kenyan.
That is the Energy Post podcast. Thank you for joining in.